landed in Porto. Look at that plane. We've arrived in the centre of Porto. I'm not sure if it's all of the tourists that are here at the moment or if it's always like this, but the streets are really, really busy. Everybody seems to be walking. It's probably tourists. Time for some food. First Francesinha in Santiago's Cafe. Just got a big factory there, just churning them out. Superbox 00 is not great, but the sandwich is fantastic. It's steak, bacon, ham, cheese, egg, and gravy and chips. This is a place called Majestic Cafe. This is what it looks like. The most majestic thing about it is the price, which was nearly 20 euros for 2 coffees. Hope they're good. Now we're going to a bookshop. It's apparently a very beautiful bookshop and it's quite famous, but you have to book a ticket and it's quite chaotic to get in. We've got a 6 o'clock ticket and you have to queue up outside, but there's still a big queue. It's a very big bookshop. Lots of books in different languages. It's from upstairs. You're not allowed to stand on the stairs, but everyone is anyway. And this is what happens when you turn the bookshop into a tourist attraction. It was 10 euros to enter, but then you get a 10 euro voucher. I bought this, 20 euros. Overpriced, but I just finished. This is a really cool part of the city. Down by the river, a load of bars for food and drink, some music, Coldplay. And the bridge, you can walk on the high part or the low part across to the other side. And it's really colourful. Some boat trips as well. Very hilly, but it's a nice place to have a walk around. Oh yeah, we're back on it. 00 Superbox. Look at him go. Steep way home. Views from up high. Alright, well that's the end of day one. Just finishing it with a little cup of tea in the hotel garden. In fact, before I go to bed, let me show you the hotel garden. The hotel has a little garden area and a pool. It's a pretty small pool, but actually quite lovely. That's a spa when it's on during the day. Some sunbeds around the outside and a cosy little pool. And that goes back to the bar and hotel area. Good morning! Back, we are on day 2. Some people here getting their Instagram photos. And this is the area of the free tours. We're gonna do a free tour with the blue umbrellas. We're doing it in Spanish, but it's also in other languages. Not very sunny today. Bit of a grey day. Not that warm either. Probably good for walking in this hilly city. I know that standing up to have a history class is not everyone's cup of tea, but it's a really good way to learn about the city. They also give you loads of tips on where to go, which is quite useful. Now we've come up quite high and we can see all of the city. Today we're having lunch in Java or Java, I don't know how to pronounce it. Another day, another Francesinha for me. This one's got a spicier sauce and some chips, a superbuck, and she's gone for the hot dog, which also comes with the same sauce. It looks bloody delicious, can't wait. And this is the end of day 2. finishing with a Super Box 0-0. Yay! It's a little bar that I found on the way back to the hotel. We had a quieter day today after a really long day yesterday. So we did the walking tour, which was quite interesting with some history of Porto. I would recommend doing it if you ever come to Porto. And then the Francesinha, and then shopping. Porto is really good for shopping. It's got loads of famous shops, but also ones that are just from here. The prices are pretty good as well. I got some trainers and Porto home and away shirt. Not my favourite team, but it's good for my collection. Anyway, lots of things planned for the next couple of days. So it's an early night tonight. Good night. Whoops. I realised while I was walking back to the hotel that it was a bit of a tease showing a bag and saying that there are football shirts. So here they are. I think that's last season's home shirt and the away shirt from 2 seasons ago. But they're both bloody beautiful. Good night. Buen dia, good morning. We're on an organised bus tour today to some sites around Porto. First of all, we've come to the north of Portugal in a place called Viana, and we've got some fabulous views, and behind me a church. We've got, I think, 5 stops on this tour. It was €50 and it's guided and you can choose Spanish or English, so hopefully it'll be pretty good. It sounds great. I guess I can't talk in here. This is inside the church. We don't have that much time here, and I would love to climb to the top, but I would also love to go to the snack bar. What should I do? I don't think I need to say which one won. Very peaceful. Santuario do Sagrado Coração de Jesus Monte de Santa Lucia. We've come to the centre of Viana, where the heart sign is everywhere. They explained something about it on the bus, I can't remember, but it's also the local festivals here, and they've got parties and decorations all over the place. Beautiful place. Oh, Viana. Definitely worth a visit. And we've only had an hour or so here, but cool little place. The next stop, Braga. Another pretty little town. And on this one we get a guided tour to hear about some of the history. Let's see what they have to say. Braga could probably be its own video, so here are some brief highlights. Don't know who that is, but these gardens are beautiful. And of course it looks better in the sun. And as well, everything looks better with a water fountain with a dragon on it. As it's a university town, I thought it would be quiet in August, but it's not. Flowers as far as you can see. Loads of gardens, squares, bars and restaurants. Lunchtime, frigideira or something. Typical food from Braga, looks like that. It's got meat inside. And that one also has ham and cheese. That was a bargain. $15.50 for those 2 plates, 2 coffees and a beer. Our next stop, we're still in Braga, but we've come up the hills. There's a long walk down there if you want. I don't. But we've stopped here in this little mountain town with a big church. Well, a church, not that big. Let's have a look. Oh dear. Riding his horse up there. Let's see how far we can get. Got a long way to go. Okay, last few steps. Wasn't so bad. But now we have to go back up. It's definitely much more difficult going up. Look at the size of these. It's gonna eat the others. Back to Emiliano. One more stop. The final stop of this tour. We are in Guimarães. I think it's pronounced something like that. Not Brazil and Newcastle midfielder Bruno, but the former capital and the birthplace of Portugal. Castelo de Guimarães. It's a shame that we only got about 45 minutes here. You could easily spend a day or two in this medieval town, Guimarães. Highly recommended. Goal. Shoo. There he is, Junior. Amazing views from here, all the mountains, and a bus. And that's the end of Guimarães. We're back in Porto now, so we're saying goodbye to Buendia and the driver and the guides. It was a full day. We started at we started at 8 o'clock this morning. It's now 6:30, so 10.5 hours of tour through Viana, Braga and Guimarães. There was a guide in English and a guide in Spanish. I went between the two and they were both great. 3 amazing little towns or cities, I'm not sure what they are. And for €50 it was excellent value. We got it from Get Your Guide application, and we're definitely going to do another one on the next trip. Porto is famous for its pastries. Let's see what they're like. Oh wow, I could eat these things all day. Absolutely delicious. We have to get more. Pastéis de nata, I think they're called. My god. Wolf them down. Oh, what a place this is. Bom gosto indeed. Papadums. Butter chicken. Chicken tikka masala. Rice. Garlic naan. Let's go. Indian Garden, they say it's the best Indian food in Porto. It probably is. And right next to the hotel. Perfect. There's lots of street music here. There's this Noelia Gallagher. Good morning. A very good morning for me with my chocolate eclair and coffee and cream cake. Jardins do Palacio de Cristal. Heard good things about this. We've got a water fountain, sunshine, trees, and a peacock. Look at her go. Look at this fella as well. this place gets a thumbs up from me. There's not a lot to it. Not really sure what that Epcot Centre thing is over there, but it looks like there's a bar. And it was a bar. Quick drink break, and then a walk and look at the animals. I think they might be hungry. A nice playground for the animals. Well, I'll take it back. I said before there wasn't much to that Epcot Centre place, but at the back it's got loads of little foresty walking routes. It smells lovely. It's actually quite cold and it's August. These paths are in the sun and it is very hot in the sun. Let's go up here. Thank you. Great views from a little castle. Bit scary. I'm gonna go down. Dogs in shops should definitely be a thing. And swings. Riverside path. Boat trip. Set sail on the 6 Bridges boat tour. Takes about 50 minutes and it costs €20 per person. I love the colourful houses. What I don't love our rival boats. It does just go in a circle and there's no guide or information, but it's still lovely to be on the water and we're not in those things. That's good. Back on dry land, and now we're gonna cross the bridge to the other side, which is a different city. Porto and the other city, name I can't remember, separated by the river. And we can walk along the bridge. Made it to the side. It's called Vila Nova de Gaia. Looking for some lunch. Lunchtime. We came a little bit off the beaten track. I've got a bifana, which is what they told me is a traditional pork sandwich, some chips, and more chips and an omelette, and a super bug. Good lunch. No time for a coffee. The chairs are pretty cool. And there's a chocolate shop. Ah, the smell of chocolate. That's amazing. Could sit here all day and smell that. I wish I could send the smell. Wow. Wow is a collection of museums in the city next to Porto. It's quite posh. €20 per museum. Most of it's about alcohol, which in this country most things are. Okay, time to go on the cable cars. No, I'm just kidding. No way. Lots of things packed in here. Jet ski was. Back over the bridge, back to Porto. Watching the afternoon go by. Choo choo. shopping centre. And that's the end of another day in Porto. All checked out and ready to go. Okay, just waiting for the train to take me away from Porto. So my quick views. It's a good city, I've had a good time. Would I recommend it? Maybe. You don't need much time to see what you need to see. And they've been pushing tourism, so it is a little bit overcrowded and a little bit overpriced. And it's probably quite telling that my favourite parts were the trips to the other places like Braga, Guimarães and Viana. But all in all, I've had a great time.